In today's video, I'll be attempting to give myself a haircut. Then I'm going to dye my beard purple, and red, and green, and shades of blue. And ultimately letting you guys decide the fate of my shitty beard. Plus more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up at whatever point you think I'd be embarrassed to go outside looking like this. You'll know when. Plus, if we can get this video to 10,000 likes, I will completely nair my beard off and possibly apply the hair remover cream to other people, places, and things. So let's fire up that like button and we'll get this thing going. For this next challenge, what I'm going to be attempting to do is cut my own hair. And seeing as how I botch up almost every challenge, I might be wearing the consequences of this dare for quite some time. Now, full disclosure, this is not my first time cutting my own hair. I've actually done it in another video, so if you've seen that one before, shh. Don't spoil it for the rest of us. That was on my second channel a million years ago, so you guys probably haven't seen that, but just in case. But I decided to do this dare because so many of you guys have asked me to cut my hair because it has gotten incredibly long recently, so I thought I would try to remedy this. Although I'm pretty sure most of you guys meant I should actually go get my hair cut rather than to actually cut my hair myself, I decided I'd do the latter. That being said, my hair is particularly greasy right now, so I'm gonna start off by washing it. Okay, good enough. You'll probably be hearing that phrase a lot throughout this video. Now, even though I've cut my hair before, I usually only do one haircut and it's much shorter than this. Since I've grown my hair out, I'm gonna have to basically relearn how to cut hair. This could turn out pretty gruesome. Oh, it definitely turns out pretty gruesome. So what I'm gonna do first is move all of my hair over to one side, cut one part of my hair, move the hair to the other side, cut the other part, and then cut the back the same way. To do the sides, I'm primarily gonna be using an electric razor, and I'll be using a 1/4 inch guard, also known as a number 2. I'm gonna be taking a number 2 on my head. Now that we've established that, let's move on. For those wondering, yes, this is the first time I've ever combed my hair. Now, as I go through the process of cutting my own hair, I actually give out some pointers that's some pretty okay advice if you're about to cut your own hair, if I do say so myself. Now that the sides are cut, I can move on and start cutting the top. I'm gonna separate it into different sections and then start cutting them one by one. I'm gonna be using normal hair scissors, and I'm just gonna be trying to eyeball the length. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting a section and then taking the next section and combing it all forward. And then I cut all that and then I go to the next one. Now after you think you've got everything the same length, go over everything again and make sure you've got no inconsistencies. Now that's all I'm gonna do with the scissors for now. I got everything pretty much the same length on top, so I'm gonna go over the sides and the back and get any spots that I missed as well as blend this in. When you're blending your hair yourself or fading it in, there's a lot of different techniques that you can use, but none of them are that great because trying to do that to your own hair is just really difficult unless you're just incredibly coordinated. So I have a few different ways of holding the razor that I think work best. So instead of just using it flat against the side of my head, I'll angle it sometimes to kind of cut it that way, or I'll come from underneath and then just try to like go up and away. And then there's also this, which is kind of like a feathering technique. So I'm gonna do all 3 of those on every side of my head again. Alright, so I just finished blending in the first side, and as you can see, it's not super jagged like it was before. Maybe it could use some work, but I'm gonna move on to the next side. And now we're almost there. I'm just gonna finish touching up the back and then we'll see what else I forgot. Alright, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I'm gonna take a shower, get all the cut hair off of me, we'll get a better look at what kind of monstrosity I've created here, and then I'm gonna dye my beard every color of the rainbow. Just trying to test my girlfriend's patience with how ridiculous I'm allowed to look around here. Okay, and here's the results. I'll let you guys be the judge, but I think I did an okay job. I mean, for an at-home haircut, you can't really expect much. But I gotta say, I would definitely be more confident to walk outside now than I was before. I'm sure I missed a few spots, but that's to be expected. So now, after all of that work, I wanna give you guys just a more up-close look at what kind of haircut I made here. And you guys can let me know if I missed any spots, as I'm pretty sure that I have. Not because I've seen them, but just because, well, I'm great at messing stuff up. So now I guess I'll move on to dyeing my beard. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're gonna dye your beard rainbow and then you're just gonna shave it off, so what does it even matter? But that's not true. I'm not going to shave it off. I'm going to nair it off. And as dangerous as it is to use hair removing chemicals on your face, it's exactly what we're gonna do, so don't try this at home. Now, I fully intended on nairing my beard off right away, but then I thought maybe you guys would rather decide that for me. So instead, I'll be letting you guys pick what happens to my beard in the comments, but More on that in a second. So before I dye my shitty excuse for a beard rainbow, I'm actually gonna shape it up one last time. Okay, now my beard looks especially douchey. I've never seen a beard look so bad on somebody in my entire life. Have you? So I'm reading the instructions here and it specifically says to keep the bleach away from your face and eyes, which is exactly where I intend on putting it. They also warn that if it makes your scalp burn, you should rinse it off immediately because you could be having an allergic reaction. So, it's one way to get an allergy test done. Well, like most things on this channel, I'm just gonna have to wing it and see what happens. I don't know why this stuff is purple. I don't think it's supposed to be that color. But maybe I'm wrong. I have never bleached my hair before. It's supposed to be purple. I was wrong about that. But it's really not supposed to go on your face, as I would soon realize. So one of the main problems with doing this is that applying bleach directly to your face makes it almost completely impossible to breathe. Oh, that smells like bleach. Oh, that's burning my face. At first, I tried holding my breath, which lasted a full 2 seconds. Next, I tried a really awkward dab kind of thing to get the fumes to stay away, but that also lasted only about 2 seconds. Oh, wow. That's overpowering. I am not gonna be able to make it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that was pretty traumatic. Luckily for me, my beard is actually pretty light colored. I'm kind of blondish. So I'm hoping that I can get away without actually using the bleach because I don't think I can survive using the bleach. So, we'll see what happens. So even though I couldn't bleach my beard, we're dyeing this thing anyways. I have one section done, and maybe like 4 more to go. So I've got my rainbow beard almost completely done. The only step left that I have to do is let it dry. And unfortunately, a lot of it's probably gonna still be on my face after I nair all this stuff off. I've got a few splotches here and there that are just not going to come off ever. So that'll be fun to deal with. They do warn you not to get any of this stuff on your scalp or anywhere else because it's going to stain your skin. So I'm gonna have some blue polka dots after this is all over with, which is okay, it comes with the territory. But I need to give it about an hour for it to set, and then I can wash all this stuff out and see what my final creation looks like. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty scary. Okay, so it's been about an hour, and I think I'm ready to wash all this stuff off. Well, not all of it. I wish, but let's see what it looks like. The bottle of bleach just exploded. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So do you remember that purple bleach I had earlier? It just randomly exploded for no reason. And if you look in the mirror in my medicine cabinet, you can see it spraying, and I have no idea why. The cap wasn't even on it for it to build up pressure or anything. Let me know in the comments if you can tell me why that happened. Okay, moving on. So after everything, here's my ridiculous looking beard that somehow suits me just fine. Well, I guess this is the final result of my dyeing job. And I gotta admit, it looks pretty ridiculous. And I didn't do that bad of a job at it. I mean, I got most of the dye on the beard. Some of it got on my face, but I was actually able to wipe that off. Kind of weird, but it worked, so I'm not complaining. And to be perfectly honest, it would be really easy to just nair all this stuff off, and as much as I want to find out what that's like, I'm not sure what's worse. Nairing off my beard, or just keeping it like this for an extended period of time. So I'll let you guys decide down in the comment section. Or to be honest, I'll probably consider any weird comment you come up with. So just let me know. And that being said, we'll be on to the next dare. Now, a question that I get asked on social media quite often is, do you accept dares on social media? Yes, of course I do. If you'd like to leave me a dare on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, I keep links for those in the description. If you have a dare you really want me to do, leave it here and on all of my social media. Hounding me on social media is one of the best ways you can get me to do your dare. And I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comment section, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you got to have done that, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. And of course, if you'd like to actually see that video, make sure to bell me for notifications. It's just the best way to make sure you'll actually see the video. Little bell thing right down there. Alright, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. Alright, thanks guys, bye.